What's up? What's up, my family? What's up, guys? I came across a story since today, right? And I thought I would just share it with you guys. You know, we're living in serious times these days. Really, really serious times these days, people. So, we have to be so careful, of things we do, especially and people we meet, especially online. Because here's the story. You know, It says Indiana cops find people chained up in gruesome house of horrors. So I'm gonna read this story to you guys. But before I get into the story, let me just say, for those people who are dating, you know, online or doing dating those dating sites online, we have to be careful, or they have to be careful these days. Because you don't even know who you're gonna meet at any stage. So you guys have to be careful. Thank God I'm not in on the dating scene anymore. So you know you have to be careful these days because people are getting crazy. It seems like the world getting crazy and crazy as the days go by. You know what I'm saying? And it's really stressing at times, or you know it's scary. Let me say that it's scary for some things that you see happening these days. So, guys out there that are dating, family, friends, even if I don't know you, just be careful out there who you meet, and especially if you're doing this online thing, if you're online dating, if you meet someone, you know, I would suggest sometimes for especially the first time you're gonna meet that person, whether man or woman, bring somebody with you, even if they're gonna stand or sit in the distance and watch what's going on and stuff like that. Don't meet someone for the first time and decide to go off with them somewhere to have fun. Yeah, it's good to have fun sometimes, but you know, get to know someone first. That's my advice. So let me get into the article and read what this is saying, so you understand more of why I'm saying what I said. So, a 36-year-old Indiana woman is behind bars after police discovered two people tied up and shackled in her home. One of them deceased and beyond help. The woman, identified by Evansville authorities as Heidi Carter, faces a string of charges in connection with Tuesday night's incident. And this is the face of the lady. Her name is Heidi Carter. This is her face right there. She's now behind bars, right? So, which police say took even them by surprise. It all began after a woman flagged down an Indiana state trooper late Tuesday night, saying she had stopped by Carter's home only to find a dead body inside. Evansville Police Department spokeswoman Sergeant Anna Gray told reporters late Wednesday the woman said she had gone to the home to help clean ahead of an inspection and took a seat on a pile of blankets only to realize that under the blankets was a dead body. An arrest affidavit says, according to the Evansville Courier and Press, she ran out of the house screaming and alerted authorities. State police and officers from the Evansville Police Department responded around 11 p.m., assuming they were dealing with a possible kidnapping and murder. Once they arrived, things took a bizarre turn. Carter was located outside with a gun, police said. She told them there were still several people inside the home, and officers began issuing commands for those inside to come out, starting with one unidentified man who complied and was released. A second man then came out and is said to have rushed out of the front door in an aggressive manner with an object in his hands that he pointed at police. He was fatally shot by several officers in what Gray said appears to be a suicide by cop situation. So I guess, he knew he was going to go to jail. So I guess he decided to just commit suicide. So he ran out with something in his hand. They didn't identify what it was that he ran out with, but that's his way of, saying, okay, I'm not going to jail. So officers then entered the home and found a woman who had been tied up, shackled, and had visible injuries, Gray said. Another individual was located inside the residence but unfortunately was deceased and beyond help. The manner of death appeared suspicious and gruesome. He had been restrained, duct taped, beaten, and strangled, she said. The shocking turn of events, which also played out with two teenagers in the upstairs of the home who were later safely evacuated, took officers by surprise, said Gray. So they had teenagers in the house and they were doing all of that to people tied up and shackled inside the house. So much that one of them died and was beyond help. According to the affidavit, investigators later determined that Carter had met both victims. Listen to this, guys. Listen, let me read that again. According to the affidavit, investigators later determined that Carter had met both victims on a dating app and invited them over. But the male suspect who was shot at the scene had arrived home during their sexual activity. So I guess that's her man, and he came home, found them in sexual activity, and decided to, maybe shackle them, beat them, whatever. So let me go on and see. He allegedly beat up both guests with a baseball bat before both he and Carter chained up the victims. They also tied and shackled the female victim while the male suspect raped her multiple times throughout the day, from October 19 to October 20th, Gray said. The extent of the female victim's injuries was not immediately clear, but police said she had been hospitalized. Carter, who has been booked into the Vanderburg County Jail, faces preliminary charges of criminal confinement and abuse of a corpse. It was not immediately clear if police were also weighing whether to charge her, that's Miss Carter, with murder. While Carter was reportedly found brandishing a gun at the scene, she told investigators she had only gone along with the male suspect in restraining the victims out of fear he might harm her. The male suspect has yet to be identified, but police said he is believed to have a criminal history. Yes, guys, so I hope that give you a little more perspective on, why I was saying be careful who you meet and date online, and stuff like that. Because there you have it, two people, and I guess they were having a threesome, because it was two ladies, right? One died, one injured and in the hospital. So they met online, went out on a date, and Miss Carter invited them home, and that's what transpired. So, but I'm also wondering if it's something that they normally do, and she's just lying or what, because you have some crazy people out there. Maybe they both have that kind of fetish where they meet people. She will go out and date with them, and then the husband comes in and beat, rape, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So guys, please, I'm asking you, just be careful of who you meet, because these days we all have to agree. We can see it happening. Some kind of things that we see happening is like, you just can't believe, when you hear about them or see them on the news or read about them and stuff like that. So, we can't be too careful. So yeah, that's that. There you have it. So please, guys, please remember to share this, like, so we have to make other people be aware of things that are happening, out there. So remember to share this video, like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. All right, so respect and love every time. God bless.